Zach, it's that time of year again. Griffin races have come back around on the programme. You're riding the only 2-year-old in Sunday's opener, Glory Bobo. What can you tell us about him?
He's been well prepared. He's had a number of trials now, and Danny's obviously had the first Griffin race in mind for quite some time. You know, he's got speed. He'll be up there. He'll run a good race. Whether he's strong enough to hang on, we'll find out. He's not going to rattle through the ratings or anything like that, but he's honest and he'll give us his best.
Yeah, I guess it's an unknown, especially for those watching on, obviously, with no form on show. Just on his trials, I mean, he did trial in those blinkers most recently. He wears them on race day as well. Do you feel that they've probably just aided him in becoming a man a little bit?
He certainly switched him on. Yeah. He really wanted to run the other day, and he ran very strongly for half a mile and then bottomed out the last 200. So, you know, he's still a colt, and, you know, it might help him to be focused, but I am worried he might overdo it a little bit.
Is the approach to a race like this any different than perhaps, you know, obviously a race where you're riding more seasoned horses? I guess the fact that none of them have had a run, I mean, it certainly is a bit of the unknown, isn't it, really?
Sure, there's the unknown there, and quite often with these Griffin races, they go in with a limited prep and maybe only one, sometimes only 2 trials, so they're still quite inexperienced. But this guy, he's had enough trials now to know what he's doing, and like I said, Danny's prepared him well, so he'll give us a sight anyway.
Casper Fownes, a wonderful warrior, will line up for his second race course start on Sunday. How's he been since that victory last time?
Yeah, he's been good, Nick. I think he's improved a little bit actually. Yeah, so he's ready to have his second start, and hopefully he'll get the job done again. Obviously he's meeting, I think, Cheval Valiant, a bit worse off for a short margin, but he seems to have improved, so hopefully he can go on with it.
Just on recent work we've seen from this horse, he got a nice lead off Zabrowski recently on the turf. Were you and the team happy with that?
Yeah, very happy. Yeah, he's done everything right, and like I said, he's ready to go to the races.
He's drawn the other side. He's in gate 2 this time around. Do you see that as a help or a hindrance with this horse?
I don't think it'll worry. He's got good gate speed. He'll just truck up just behind them, you know, and obviously with the little penalty, that's just got to hope he carries the extra weight and gives us a big run.
I guess with newcomers either side of him as well, that's going to stand him in good stead.
Yeah, look, he's a nice horse. He's got a good future in Hong Kong, and he can only improve.
Casper Senior TOBA is a horse that you've made no secret where your affections lie. Obviously, he ran so well in the Derby, and we're going to see him this weekend in the Queen Mother Memorial Cup.
Yeah, look, a really nice horse. Again, he's a horse that he's going to keep on improving, you know. I can just start to see a change in the way he looks. He's starting to develop even further, and I think he's going to eat up the extra 400 metres.
That run in the Derby last time, of course, he's run 4th. The Derby form has most definitely been upheld with what we've seen recently. You went on record as saying it's possibly one of the strongest Derbys you've seen for a good 20 years.
I would say so, yeah.
I mean, with that line of form, you'd have to really fancy this horse, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would say so. I think, you know, you're going to look back on certainly the winner and the second horse have come out and proven themselves against older horses in Group 1 company. The third horse, I'm sure, when he comes out, will be very, very competitive. And, you know, we've run 4th, so, yeah, I think going forward, we need some more staying races, to tell you the truth, you know, because that's what this horse is all about. You know, he's really coming into his own at 1.5 miles. And, yeah, so anyway, let's see what happens. But I'll be confident that he'll be giving a massive run.
Yeah, absolutely. It does look like it's tailor-made for him. And just to put a bit more meat on the bones as far as the gear change is concerned, obviously blinkers coming off, visor going on.
Yeah. Just a visor, just a little bit of a gap in the cups so he can just see what's going on. He doesn't really need that, you know. He's a very, very honest horse, but a little tweak, you know, will do him a world of good. Yeah.
And is this very much his trial for the Champion and Chaser?
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, big time.
Frankie, on point, has been a horse very much in form for your stable. He runs again this Sunday. How's he been leading up to this race?
Yes, still in good form. Only this time I just changed the bit for him, because you can see last few ones he's still behind in quite badly. So I just changed the lucking bit for him. I hope I can help him. And I also put set on get-up ones. He said it's good.
And just with that in mind, do you feel that the fact he is still just sort of running around a little bit in the closing stages, does that give you sort of the hope that he has got quite a bit more still to come, this horse?
Yeah, he said before he just tell me he's still look like a baby, so that's why I put the chippies on. This time I also need to change a bit for him. I think sometimes maybe he still know what to do. When he pass the horse, he want to go in to do well. So I need to make sure he do everything right.
He was impressive last time, Frankie, when winning. Obviously, 2 starts ago, he met Galaxy Witness, who he meets again. He's actually drawn next to him.
Yeah.
He's got a few more pounds to carry, 4 pounds, but you've got a good draw as well now with this horse.
Yes, but you can see last time that Galaxy Witness, he just passed our horse quite easy. I think he's one strong horses.
He is a very strong horse for sure. Obviously, do you see him as your biggest danger in the race? Would that be
I think
correct?
so, yes, I think so. Depends by the jockeys.
It certainly does. Well, you've got the right man on board, Zach Purton, of course, and he's very much a horse in form. Just looking ahead, do you feel he's a horse that might get a mile possibly? I mean, he's looked very good at 14. Do you think he can stretch to a mile in time?
Of course, no problem. 1600 should be sure he's okay for him, yeah.
Zach, packing Treadmill is a horse who you know very well. Obviously, he meets a couple of rivals that he met last time, noticeably, I'll get it out in a minute, Bazinga, but you receive a nice bit of weight from him this time around.
Yeah, it was a good effort last time. He drew a poor gate, had a tough run. He's drawn a bad gate again. The poor guy's been to the races a few times now and just can't seem to draw well, apart from the first start, of course. But you know, we're going to have to try and work it out. Hopefully we can get a better run than what we did last time and be a little bit more competitive. The turnaround at weights, it helps, although Bazinga's drawn really nicely this time. So you know, we'd hope that he gets bottled up because he's a progressive horse.
You're receiving £13 from the top one, of course, Bazinga. Have you had a chance to sit on this horse since his last run, Zach?
Yeah, I actually worked him this morning. He's just so relaxed in the mornings. He doesn't give you any feel. He just goes out there and hacks around at his own pace, but he turns out race day and he's doing a good job at that.
Far be it from any of us to tell Francis Loy how to train, but is he a horse that in time is really going to want a little bit of extra distance given his style?
Yeah, we've already spoken about that, and we were toying with the idea of going to 1400 for this start, but just thought it might be better giving him one more run at 1200. There's no hurry, of course, but after this race, depending on how he runs, of course, there's every chance he might go to 1400 next start.